Welcome back to day 15 of Java in 30 days. Today, we will dive into one of the most important concepts in object-oriented programming, that is encapsulation. Encapsulation simply means wrapping up data, that is variables, and methods, that is functions, together in a single unit, that is a class. But more importantly, it means restricting direct access to the data. For example, we don't allow anyone to directly touch or modify our variables. Instead, we provide controlled access through methods called getters and setters. Now, let's see a demo code. Now, before moving with the code, once again, let's understand what getters and setters are. These are the just methods to get or set the values of the private variables. A getter method returns the value and the setter method updates the value, often with the same validation. This ensures data safety and this helps in encapsulation. So now let's see the code. We will create a class. So we will write class student and then we will use private variable which is cannot be accessed directly outside the class we created. So we will write private string name and then we will write semicolon, then again we will write private int age. Now we will create a getter method for the name. So we will write public string and then we will write get name and then parenthesis curly braces. Then we will return this using this keyword, return this dot name, then semicolon. Now for the next one we will set the method for the name. So we will write public, then we will write void, then set name and then we will pass string name and then we will close this and we will use this keyword and we will write this dot name is equal to name. Now after this we will create a getter method for the age. So we will write public int get age and then parenthesis curly braces, and in the same way we will return. So we will write return this dot age and now we will move further with the setter method for the age validation. So in the same way we will write public void then set age and inside parenthesis int age. Then we will use curly braces and we will use our if statement and we will write if age is greater than 0. Then we will put curly braces. Then we will use this keyword, this dot age is equal to excuse me, is equal to age and then we will run our else part. So we will write else and we will print by writing system.out.println and inside parenthesis in quotes we will write age must be positive and then we will end this with semicolon. Now we will go to our main, and here we will create student, then s1 is equal to new, and then student, and then parenthesis and semicolon. Now we will use setters to set the value. So we will write s1 dot set name. Let's take the name as Anu. Now put in double quotes. We will go for the same way for the age. So we will write s1 dot set age is equal to, in parenthesis we will write, let's take 21. Now we will use getters to access the values. So we will write system dot out dot print ln, and inside parenthesis in quotes we will write student and then name, and we will use the plus sign here, and we will call s1 dot get name with the parenthesis and ending with semicolon. In the same way we will write for the age system dot out dot print ln, and then in parenthesis in quotes we will write student and then age, and then we will again call one s1 dot get age, and we will close this and we will put semicolon. Now our code looks complete, but let's do one experiment. Let's take the age in negative. So let's take s1 dot set age in parenthesis, let's take -5, and now let's see what is happening. So let's save and then right click, run as Java application, proceed, and there is an error. I can see here error string, and now once again let's save and then run as Java application, proceed, and you can see student name Anu, student age 21, and age must be positive got printed. Here notice that name and age are private. No one can directly change them. Instead, we use set name and set age to update them, and get name and get age to read them. This gives us control. For example, we can validate that age should be positive. In the next part, we will see access modifiers in Java. Now, coming to the access modifiers control who can access a class, method, or a variable. Java has 4 access modifiers: private, default, protected, and public. Private is accessible only within the same class. Default has no keyword. It is accessible within the same package. And protected is accessible within the same package and subclasses. And the last, public, is accessible from anywhere. Now, let's see the code for each of them. Modifiers. Let's create a class first. So we will write class. Let's take the name as Demo. Now we will use one by one all the access modifiers. So we will write private int and then private var is equal to, let's take 10, and now we will go one by one for default. So we will write default and then we will write var is equal to, let's take 20, which is the default one. Similarly, for the protected, we will write protected int and then protected var. So we will write protected and then we will write var is equal to, let's take as 30. Now for the last one, we will write public and then we will write int public and then var is equal to, let's take as 40. Now we will write the next statement as our public, then void, then we will write show values and then we will use parenthesis with curly braces. Then we will print each of them one by one. So we will write system.out.println and then in quotes we will write private and then we will use a plus sign and we will write private var. Now in the same way we will take for rest of them. So let's copy and paste it one by one. So let's paste it again, let's paste it. Now let's make changes one by one. So let's first take as default, then as we will write protected and then we will write for public. And now here also we will make changes. So we will write public, then here it's protected, so we will write protected and then we will write here for the default, so we will write default and now it should be in the small letter. Let's keep it as small. Now we will go to our demo modifiers class. So here we will write demo object. So in short we will write obj is equal to new demo, then parenthesis and semicolon. In the same way we will call obj dot show values. So we will write values and now we will use parenthesis semicolon and we will print each of them by writing system dot out dot println and then inside parenthesis we will write obj, that is object dot default. So we will write default var and now we will close this with semicolon. Similarly we will write for the rest of them. So let's write for each of them, copy and let's paste and we will make changes here. Now let's keep it for protected and for the last one let's write for public and one more, the most interesting one, for the private. So let's write the private and you will see what's special in the private. It will give the error when private will be run. And now let's save our file. So let's save, right click, run as Java application, proceed, and you can see there is an error. So the field demo.private_var is not visible. And now let's comment it out. And now once again let's save our file, right click, run as Java application, proceed, and let's see the magic. The output came. You see private var cannot be accessed outside the class, and the default var and the protected var work within the same package, and the public var is accessible everywhere. So to wrap up, encapsulation means keeping the variables private or providing controlled access, and we use getters and setters to read and modify private data safely. And the last one, access modifiers, that is private, default, protected, and public, decide where a class member can be accessed from. In the next session, day 16, we will learn about static keyword, static blocks, and the difference between static and instance member. See you there.